Okay, next I will explain about the mechanism of separation through the membrane. According to Porter, oil separation mechanism using the membrane achieved by three steps. The first step is transport of bulk oily wastewater emulsion to the membrane surface. Next is the attachment and 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 absorption of the oil droplets. Next is the transport to the membrane pores. Oil droplets transport convectively from bulk solution to the membrane surface. Next, the oil droplets attach to the membrane surface and an absorption process will be occur. Lastly, transport process occurs through the membrane fold. If the size of oil droplets is bigger, that then the membrane fold will lead to the deformation of the oil droplets. Okay, next I will explain about what is fouling. Fouling can occur at the any bacteria at the any bacterial attachment. Fouling can lower the lifetime and 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 the permeation flux. During fouling, claim that fallen addition on membrane surface and in internal pores that may reduce membrane performance and life. Therefore, it cause increase in 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 economic. Membrane will not function at all, which lead to replacement with a new one. There are one thing that we can avoid it. To avoid the fouling, we should use and we must apply the wastewater treatment. This is because membrane fouling is dominated by interaction between droplet membrane and have been influenced membrane properties such as surface chemistry, structure and charge and composition, concentration and operation condition of wastewater. Next, what is fouling of membrane by oil? Based on Dinda, there are three factors that may cause membrane fouling, which are material and properties of membrane, characteristic of feed water, and operating parameters such as temperature, pressure, and pH, and the pH value. During filtration of oily wastewater, oil droplets are carried towards the membrane following the 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 permeate flow and then deposit on the membrane surface. The deposited droplet will block partially the membrane flow at the early stage of the filtration. With the prolonged filtration time, more and more oil droplets accumulate on the membrane surface, leading to the formation in a cross-flow filtration. The cross-flow will also carry oil away from the cake layer. Okay, what is good housekeeping and self-cleaning to avoid the membrane fouling? The first thing is the nutrient limitation is useful tool for mitigating the fouling problem. Next, material selection is one of the key point is maintaining low biofouling in drinking water system or the household installation. In biofilm system, the same process happen as in biofilter. Biofilms convert nutrients into metabolites and biomass. Lastly, I will explain what is low addition or anti-fouling easy to clean surfaces. The surface energy of the of the substratum is one of the most relevant physiochemical parameters influencing and addition strength of falling. Falling during stagnation period, some of them cast dots over their water and impact of surrounding environment. A lesser considered aspect in design of water system is access to cleaning friendly surfaces. Okay, next I will explain my methodology on this experiment. This experiment will be carried out to study the characteristic of the biofilm formation on ceramic surface produced by PSNR 22. Firstly is the preparation of biofilm, then further experiment using analytical technique to determine the factor affecting of biofilm on ceramic surface. AFM and contact angle are applied to study the effect of biofilm formation on ceramic surface and how to attach the bacteria on the ceramic membrane. Okay, here there are steps of the method. The firstly is starting to achieve the first objective. We must produce the biofilm formation by PSNR 22. Next is we observe the growth of the biofilm by PSNR 22 on the ceramic surface. The third one is we should calculate the weight and the difference of membrane before and after the experiment. The growth monitoring of biofilm formation on the attachment of ceramic membrane. To achieve the second objective, we should observe physical changes and we should do the last step. And lastly we should observe the effect of membrane charger to compare with or without bacteria. Okay, last but not least, it is possible to live with biofilm and all non-falling system because they are not sterile, but the effect of their biofilm are still below the threshold interference they are operating. Therefore, it will be extremely interesting to investigate non-fall system and determine the level of tolerable biofilm. Okay, I think that's all for my presentation today. I hope you will accept my research project 1. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.